Prokaryotes are extremely diverse. They live in environments ranging from hot springs to ice fields to deep sea vents and exploit energy sources ranging from light to almost any organic material to element sulfur. However, most prokaryotes are structurally simple. To a first approximation, they are simply bags of proteins. Specifically, a prokaryotic organism will consist of a single loop of DNA, an outer plasma membrane, and, usually, a cell wall, and a complex mix of chemicals that the membrane encloses, many of which are proteins. Proteins are embedded in the membranes of a cell. Prokaryotes include the kingdoms of Monera, or simple bacteria, and Archaea. Prokaryotes are unicellular organisms having cells lacking membrane-bound nuclei. Bacteria are a prime example, but also included are blue-green algae and actinomites and mycoplasma. Prokaryotic cells lack characteristic eukaryotic subcellular membrane enclosed organelles, but may contain membrane systems inside a cell wall. Prokaryotic cells could possibly have photosynthetic pigments, such as ones found in cyanobacteria, or blue bacteria. Most prokaryotic cells have external whip-like flagella for motion or hair-like pili for adhesion. Prokaryotic cells come in multiple shapes: cocky, bacilli, and spirilla, or spirochetes. The cell wall is a target for antibiotics, as well as for carbohydrates that our immune system uses to detect infection. A major threat to humankind is antibiotic-resistant strains of bacteria that have been selected by overuse of antibiotics. Some characteristics of a prokaryote are 0.001 times as much DNA as a eukaryotic cell, live in a medium which has a viscosity about equal to asphalt, have a wonderful motor for swimming. Unfortunately, their motor can only run in two directions and at one speed. In forward, they are propelled in one direction at 30 miles per hour. In reverse, its motor makes it do turn flips or tumble. They can only do one or the other and cannot stop. While they can learn, prokaryotes divide every 20 minutes and have to restart the education. They can have sex, with males possessing a sexual apparatus for transferring genetic information to receptive females. However, since they are both going 30 miles per hour, it is difficult to find each other. Furthermore, the male, nature gave it a severe problem. Every time the male mates with a female, she turns into a male. In bacteria, maleness is an infective venereal disease. Also, at fairly high frequencies, spontaneous mutations cause them to turn into a female. Eukaryotes have enslaved some brethren to use as energy-generating mitochondria and chloroplasts. They also use you as a tool in a massive effort to understand genetics. The method of recombinant DNA is designed to exploit for their good. There's no SPCA to protect you. The last laugh might be yours. Humans have spent 3.5 billion years perfecting chemical warfare. We thought that antibiotics would be the solution to infectious diseases, but the overuse of antibiotics has resulted in a selection of drug-resistant bacteria. Too bad they didn't realize this was only a first bout, and now the fight is ready to begin. Ding, ding, ding. We think this is our era. A more truthful expression would be we all are living in the stage of life of the bacteria. Antibiotics are so often used to treat various kinds of illness and disease. What were to happen if antibiotics could no longer produce results of healing and well-being? Would everyone be susceptible to a debilitating disease such as a stroke? Could the entire world's DNA structure be genetically altered to the point where debilitating illnesses is known as normal? One should look at how specifically teens and how they cope and grow up with debilitating diseases in relation to anthropology. The tools that will be used to show how anthropology relates to teens and how they cope and grow up with debilitating diseases are video interviews and surveys.